The video is hard to watch, but impossible to ignore. TMZ Sports released surveillance footage today purportedly showing Ravens running back Ray Rice knocking his then-fiancé out cold in an Atlantic City elevator back in February. He's then seen dragging her into the hall as she lay unconscious. That video was enough to get the Ravens to drop Rice from their roster and the NFL to suspend him from the league indefinitely. But this footage, released in July, showing Rice dragging his now-wife into the hall from a different vantage point, yielded him a measly 2-game suspension. The seemingly weak punishment prompted a flurry of outrage and seems even more out of whack when you consider former Patriots wide receiver Wes Welker got benched for twice as long after testing positive for Adderall. Joining me now to discuss the consequences, or lack thereof, in the NFL is Shira Springer. She is an investigative and enterprise reporter for the Boston Globe sports section. Welcome back, Shira Springer.
Thanks for having me.
It seems incredible to me that just getting this reverse angle of the video changed everything, when clearly, when you saw the first video, she was out cold. He was dragging, in fact, he left her feet in the elevator. He never even got her body completely out. A security guard comes along, and you can see clearly he's saying, what's going on here, what happened? Who knows, he may have been lying, saying
and
she
Ray
passed
Rice
out.
Walks off.
He walks off. He goes off until he's off. He did go in and grab her shoes, and then he goes back out again. But yeah, he stands clear of her. He's not even trying to help her.
Yeah, there's a lot of incredible stuff about the video, but also about the fact that this second angle of what appears to be the hotel's elevator video was not found or dug up prior to the last couple of days. Where was the prosecutor? Where were the Ravens? Where was the NFL in terms of their quote-unquote investigation with all of this?
Why didn't the hotel make it public?
Exactly. Why was there no publication of this video? Why were people not notified that this video existed? The NFL said today this was the first they'd seen of this video. And I'm thinking, what kind of an investigation is this league running?
Well, it makes you wonder, because as you know, Sports Illustrated's Peter King reported a while back, I think in May or July, he reported that the NFL had seen that other video. Now, if that's the case, who saw it? I mean, did it go all the way as high as, you know,
Commissioner
Goodell, or where did it stop?
I don't know. I mean, and I think the NFL has a lot to answer for in terms of who saw this video, when did they really see it. I don't know if we'll ever have a true and clear answer on this, and that's problematic in and of itself. But it's equally problematic to think that if this video hadn't surfaced, would we still be looking at a 2-game suspension for Ray Rice? That's, I think, equally troubling. The fact that we needed video evidence to create this, indefinite suspension from the league and to force the Ravens to drop him from their roster.
I mean, the woman, Janae, she went ahead and married him, and she tweeted out something to the effect, "Oh, I regret my role in the incident." I mean, I guess she feels she,
well, that was the other thing. When this all came out initially, we were all, and I say we as the public, were all led to believe that the fiancé, then fiancé, now wife, played some role in instigating.
Well, she might have said something to him. There's no audio.
Said something, provoked something.
But he cold-cocked her.
Exactly. And when you see this video, you see there was an initial punch, and she staggers back, then comes toward him, but never makes contact with him. And then there is, quite frankly, a knockout blow by Ray Rice.
And then her head hits the railing.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and she is knocked out cold.
Between this and the ESPN, I should say, public television documentary about League of Denial, the concussions things, there is absolutely no discussion of this whatsoever. We had an author on last week, Steve Almond, who's a bit of a provocateur.
The manifesto against being a fan.
He's a huge fan of the sport. He's a huge fan of the Oakland Raiders. He says, I'm not watching until the NFL gets its act together on some of these issues.
And I applaud that. And I think, I don't think there will be more fans that take that position, but given what we've seen from the NFL in recent months with concussions, with domestic violence, and I'm sure there will be other issues forthcoming where they are ethically or morally or medically in a bad place, so to speak. I think more fans should take a closer look at their support of this league. And, you know, sports executives always say fans vote with their feet and they vote with their television sets. And that means going to games and tuning into games is how they show their approval for a sport and their approval for a league. And if people start taking a step back and saying, do I really want to watch a league where a 40-year-old man after his playing days can't remember where he is because he's suffering some version of CTE or post-concussion syndrome or delayed effects of multiple concussions? I mean, fans have to ask themselves some tough questions. I know they don't want to be told that. They just want to enjoy the game. But at some point, people are going to have to take a hard look and say, is this the type of sport we want to support?
I'll tell you who could take a hard line approach to this and make himself a superstar, not that he isn't already, and that's Bob Kraft.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the other thing. We need some more and better leadership from NFL owners.
All right. Shira Springer, always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise.